All right. Are you both with me now? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. What we did last class was that
Yeah.
we work on the registration. We also work on the signing. Okay. And part of what I did in the signing is what I want to quickly explain here. And I said everything you are doing in Python, where you are building an application, you can handle everything in the form of a function. I remember saying that the application can be built in a function, it can be built in a class, it depending on your programming flow that you want to go with. So what we did here was that for us to be able to log in successfully, we defined a function called what login. All right. Then what we now did again was that we have to get whatever the user typed inside the application as they type it. So I now make mention of the get method. I say get method is used to get whatever the user types. So that's how we have username equals to ent.get, password equals to entp. If you look at this entp, is actually the entry widget that we have here for the password. Look at it here. The password is the widget is what ent what p. So that's where they type. That's the widget that the user will type into. So we have to get whatever they type. So the next thing we have to check is that if the user did not enter any record, what do we want to message? So that's why if this application is running and I did not type anything in any of the box, I'm going to get a trigger. I said enter username and password. All right, must not be what empty. So that's the message that what I throw. You can see enter username and and password must not be what empty. Then remember I said what is responsible for the triggering of message in Ticking Town is Ticking Town dot what message box. Okay, so which is also a module we have to import. So I now pass it as ticketed of message box as message. That's why I'm now using message here. Okay, if peradventure you want to have your alert, your response to be a form of error, you can see show error, you can see show warning, but I like using show words information. So if the user did not enter anything on the username and the person enter anything on the password, send this message. So in our control flow Python program, we will talk about if else if, and I said else if is what is elif in Python. So that you have to pass in another condition. So what I check here is that if the user put in username, he enters only for the username, and the person did not enter something for the password, show unauthorized words, username or password. So if peradventure I come in here and I pass it something that I say, let's say Emmanuel, then I didn't pass anything for the password. Even when I even tick on the user role, but I didn't pass anything for the password, I'll get enter username and password must not be worthy. So it's still working with what I have on top there. Okay, that's the flow. Because if you look at this particular flow now, I check for username and password. Okay, that's why I still bringing out this. But if the person enters something and the person don't enter password, show this. All right, let me run it again and see what's going on there. So I won't enter anything for let me say URL. Then I didn't enter anything here. I click on this. So it's still obeying the first trigger, which must not be what? Must not be empty. Username is this, or password is what is this. Now, if this is okay, return. So we say return statement is to break out of a function. So to go out of the function, okay, so I say return. So now that means the person entered the correct username and password. You know, remember we are checking from the register inside our table. All right, so we have to connect to that particular database and talk to the what, to the table that is involved. So table or wherever, anything you are editing a record, all those things has to be what executes. So the execute method I pass here, I use the SQL syntax, which I say select asterisk, which we said is all from users, where username is this. This question mark is whatever the user typed in, whatever the password that user was typed in. So I check it, which is a variable that will declare the username and what and password. So now, since this select all, I said this select all is selecting all records that is inside the what the user source table. All right. If you look at the database that you have, we have a table called what users. So immediately I pass in selector, it's selecting all the records that I have inside here. All right. So that's what that thing is doing there. But you know that I need a specific record for me to what to get my my check. That's why whatever this thing is selecting, I pass it into a variable called what result. So I pick only one from everything that this guy is picking from here. So I call it fetch one. Remember we said we have other methods, fetch many and fetch all right. So because I'm looking at one record and I want to check it, I have to call my fetch one what method. So now this is just, remember everything is now stored inside variable result. I say if result message board will show login success. So that means if you pick the right result, go to what login. So destroy the parent. Remember the parent is the master is what is parent. That's what we use here. Destroy the parent means that I should unload it. Okay, that's what that is going to do. So if user row, and I check, because if you look at what I have here inside my database here, I have what we call user row. I think it's going to be at the last part. Yeah, we have user row, and our user row presently we only have what admin for everybody. I don't have the front desk yet. I've not signed in. I've not registered someone as a front desk. So if the user row, okay, the user may type in something in the capital letter or in mixed letter. That means lowercase and what uppercase. Okay. So what I did was that wherever the person is typing, convert it to lowercase, then subject it to equals to what. If it's user enter admin, okay, go to the admin dashboard. Elif, if user enter a front desk, which is the other user that we are checking, go to the front desk what dashboard. So what we successfully built in that last class was the admin dashboard. So immediately I pass in this person that is already registered. I pass in something like the data pro is the username on my table. Then I have password. The password is Ima. Then the user is what is admin. Okay, login was successfully. So it's going to load the dashboard. All right, now let's check something. What if I enter that same record? I enter that same record, then I try to log in as front desk person. Try to log in as a front desk what person. I should get a what an alert. Okay, now I try to log in as a front desk person. What do you observe? It's still taking me inside. All right, it just triggered an alert, but the front desk is not loading because it's not really what's available yet. So what do you think is wrong with this particular code? If user row is front desk, all right, come in here. So something is not right here. Select all from users, where username is this and password is this. Login, message successful. So let me see what's going on there. If results message or show info is this, parents parent or destroy. If user row, okay, now you notice that I didn't pass any message that is wrong. Hello, I didn't pass any message when I checked
Yeah.
here. So if I want this to actually work, I have to pass in a message. Let's say the person select this, all right. I will just say, but it's not included in the code. I just have to put it so that we'll see what's going on. Message dot show info. Message dot what show info. All right. So let's see an alert. Alert. If this one is this, do this. Elite, if this one is this, what do this. I love you. So I'm still getting a prompt login successfully. What's going on here? Wrong user. What I'm suggesting I'm having here is actually indentation issue. If
Hello?
yes, I'm with you.
What is the problem, sir?
It's giving me I'm logging in even when it's not correct. All right, this flow is not complete. Let me comment this one out. This flow is not complete. I need to have else. Okay.
When the username is not correct, it's still logging in or what?
When username is not correct, I want to get a message. When the user row is not correct, I want to get a message, something like unauthorized access. So it's because of my flow is not complete. So I want to make my flow. You see, I have if here, if here. Every elif statement I have to terminate with what else statement. So that's what is wrong here. So I have to pass my message here now. Message just show info.
But you
So
are not comparing user role now. If you go to your if statement at the top, you never use a user role as a comparing to compare the database.
I don't understand.
So what I'm trying to say is that your user role, even if your user role not correct, it will still sign you in because when you are comparing to the database, you only using username and password. That's what you use there.
I use look at user row here now. If user row dot
You
lower,
didn't,
this is the user row.
but you didn't compare it to the database.
Though what I'm doing now is that
You didn't.
I'm subjecting it to our two rows, which is admin and front desk. These are what we have on here.
Okay, you just pass it to whatever you see there. Okay.
Yes, yes. I'm passing the condition here. So alert. So what I'm going to have here is unauthorized, unauthorized access. So let me try that again.
It will not work.
Hold on. Let's see. I need to close my database. Com dot close. Please, whenever you open your database, after you are through with your process, you have to what, close it. So let's see. So I have Data Pro as a user. I have Ima as a password. I'm logging in as a front desk. Login was successful. So what's going on here right now?
Go use your code, sir. So what I'm trying to say here is this: even though, yeah, a field like a data, your data for,
Hmm.
let's say, in for a row, you have a name, username, you have password, which you are using, if it matches what you have in the database.
Hmm.
Now, but your user role, just as I'm saying, user role, you didn't ask the application to check that same row in
The
the
user row is
uh
user row now. We have user row column here too now.
yes, now go back to the code. I know. Go back to the code.
If
You are
results,
using only you
hello.
are using only name and password. Your select statement, you have to include the user role.
On the select statements.
Yeah, because you have to match whatever what you have in the database.
Let me see.
There, your each statement at the top. Okay, yeah, that will take care of it.
Incorrect number of binding.
Yeah.
How am I getting binding error? Incorrect
Username,
number of
password
binding
empty.
supplied current statement using supply incorrect number of binding
You
supplied
have three
statement.
access. Give
Uh,
username, brother. No, go to the if statement, sir. You have to put it on the. You have to put the user role at the line 18.
this one is not the issue.
That is not the issue.
It's not the issue.
Okay, that one is for when it's empty. Okay, I
When it's
understand.
empty, so it's not the issue.
Yeah, that one is taking of empty. Early username equals to URL or password is okay, there, line 20.
Alright, you know what I will do? Let me make this front desk available. Let me make this front desk available. The function is not here yet. Okay, it's here. I just passing a pass statement here. So what I will do now is, you see this code that we have inside this our admin. Let's copy it. We are going to create a new file here. Let's call it frontdex. Let me just make that guy available and see what's going to happen. .py frontdex.py. So I'm going to save this here, but this one I'm going to call it front office. Front office. Is Tosin in this place now?
This man is asking is Python class not holding to. He's asking, he say is class not holding to the where class already going on?
Let me to answer him. So let me make that
I've answered
front
him.
desk available.
How
So
did you say is Python class not holding to the-
this will be frontdex.py. Okay. So now this one is available now. Let me try it again. This is not supposed to be there. GitHub Pro.
Amima.
Hello. So now
Okay.
when I log in
Èmi àti wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ní
as a front office, it's still taking me as an admin, still taking me to my dashboard. I believe this is an indentation error. Let me check what's going on here, please. You agree? You agree?
Okay, so I understand you. If the combo was selected is admin, you would navigate you straight to uh, admin frame. Okay, I
Hmm.
understand now. Supposed to correct.
So it's supposed to work, but I don't know why it's not working.
Okay, it's supposed to work.
Is it that it is not redirecting to admin or front desk
It's not redirecting to
after
front
you
desk.
sign in?
Although there are two issues here right now, because number one, the front desk.
The lower,
Hello.
can you remove the lower? That you were converting the you know now you are comparing the task.
Hmm.
So this time around you want to use it to I don't know what you type in on the for the combo boss.
Hmm.
I don't know whether it's capital. Can you run the this thing first?
Which one?
Because it's going to compare with what I mean is going to compare with the actual value you have on the combo boss
Okay, that's
for the
that's 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 another point.
uh,
This combo boss, I'm
uh,
having mixture. All right, you know what do I have
yeah,
here?
see what I mean there. And
Okay, 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 okay,
no,
okay,
remove the
okay.
what you will do, copy this one, then remove the to lower so
No,
that it matches the same text. No, you have to
I think
maintain
how you
this.
did it before
Copy
was
this and
correct.
please let me check this first.
You are using the lower you are using
Uh,
the lower method to change it to all up
no
lower.
wonder this is the problem. The problem is because of that combo boss. Even this place serve is capital D I use. Is that the same thing I use here?
because some of those
Source.
other widgets we may not obey it
Yes,
for in case of when you are dealing with this kind of text comparison.
yes, and
But
even this place here.
ordinarily you are using the lower option. You are using the lower method
No,
also to
no,
convert.
no, that method will not work because whatever I display on that combo box, that
Hmm.
is what it will use to run that line of code. If your lower method will work, it is when if you click the combo box and the combo box everything change to lower,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
one it will work. But if everything not change to lower, it will not work.
That's what
It
I'm
will not
checking.
work.
That's what I'm checking here.
Yeah, because it's capturing just like a snippet. It's using like a snippet.
Hmm.
But
So
why is the lower not
let me just use
converting
this.
everything to
Let me just use these
lowercase?
streets. Let me use these streets.
No, you okay,
So
just right there, then you
this
get
one
the
should be
explanation
A.
where. Is it the way you put this front desk here now? Is it the same way you put it at the top when you declare the variable?
It's the same thing
It
now.
has to be the same.
This front deck is the same thing here now. Even the admin is the same thing. So
Yeah, okay.
code refactor.
Yeah. Then you will not remove to lower.
I've removed the
Okay.
lower now.
Okay. So was it not a front desk it shows before?
I chose front desk. It's taking me to front office, and I don't have user of front office created
I think
yet.
in like
You get? I don't have user on my data on my table
front
called front
desk.
office.
I thought you have already on your table.
Hmm.
Come again, sir. You mean in the database?
In this database, the user role that I have is
Huh?
admin. I don't have front office yet. I've not created user front
No,
office.
that's what I'm trying to explain to you, sir.
Hmm.
No, go back to the code. No, go back to the code, sir. I want to explain something to you. Go back to the code, sir.
That's the code now.
See, sir. Okay, look, from line 31. Eh?
Hmm.
It's not database comparison. It is you are using whatever is displayed on that combo box at the side login frame. For line 31 is not comparing to the database. It is whatever you select there. That your if statement you are telling you that if I select admin, so long as admin I selected, take
Hmm.
me to
Admin dashboard.
admin frame.
Yes.
You are not comparing it to the database. Yes. If you want to compare it to the database,
Hmm.
that and I told you, you have to go back and write your select statement. But as it is your if statement, it's not a database comparison. You are using to compare whatever you select on the frame there. That's what it means. So that's why the code is working for you here now. But normally, you are supposed to use to compare your select statement to compare the from the database if you want to do it that way.
All right. You know what we'll do. What I will do to resolve this. I'm going to create a function. Then I will now do the comparison of. But this thing is supposed to work. But I don't know what's going on. This is supposed to work because I've checked if there's error there. It's telling me there's no
That's
error.
from the database.
Mm. Mm.
Your front desk will work because even though you don't have it in database, so long you selected front desk
Hmm.
on your
It will
combo
go.
bus,
Oh
it's
yeah,
going
yeah,
to
yeah,
work.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
It's not in the database. Yeah. Yes. 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 That's true.
Yes,
That's
that's
true.
what I'm trying.
That's true.
It's
But
database.
let me check something.
So that is what you say. What you
Let
are
me
telling. Say if you select this.
what if I pass in something like a wrong username, then my password is correct. Hmm?
Right.
It will
Let
not
me.
work.
I'm coming. I want to see something.
There should be a prompt.
Okay.
It will read the first message info of
Okay.
wrong
Okay.
password.
Yeah.
It's supposed to because that one comes before the
So
user
the
role.
point now is this: because this one is being selected, as long as you select your front office, you should go to what front office. As long as you select your admin, you should go to the what the admin. That's what me I'm seeing here. That's what is going on here. You know that the reason why you are saying that nothing is going on there is I didn't pass in a prompt message here.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't
that
pass
code
in
is
any
going to.
prompts, so it's fine. All right, let's continue. It is well, oh. Until you write program, another thing to scatter somebody's head. So from what I have here, if user role is front desk, go to front desk. If user role is admin, go to what to admin dashboard. But do you know that
But
there's a problem with this application again? What if but there's no, it's not possible for front desk to have access to admin password? Is it possible? We are
no,
discussing
I
about
don't think so.
this part of application is very essential. That's the security aspect of your application. It's not possible for a front desk to have access to admin password now? Is it possible? And yes, admin can have access to front office password, because at least they will be seeing where they
No,
register and the password. Yeah, admin can have access to everybody in application. Abi EJ, admin can have access to everybody in an application, the username and password,
exactly.
in case you want to kick
Yes,
anybody
so
out.
but even if
Okay.
yes, yeah, yes, admin can have access. At the same time, you have to collect. What I did in one of our program is that when
Mm,
anybody using the program, you
mm,
collect the IP, you collect the system name and the time, so that even if admin try to do something shady,
you will know the
you
time.
the system will collect, yeah, the time and the system IP number, everything that did that
I did
operation.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Without the admin even knowing about all those.
So the next thing I need to do now,
Is that
let's register
I said
somebody.
even without the knowing that you collect those information.
What do you say?
I said the ones that EJ just said, all
Mm,
the information the system will store. The
yeah.
admin even won't know that you store those information.
You
no, no,
know,
you know, even admin is a staff. Let's say it's a company
yes,
now,
it's
admin is
just
a staff.
managing it.
Yes,
There's still
exactly.
another
That's
staff
what I'm saying.
that maybe the owner of the company may have only the key to the main server that you can go and
Exactly.
pull what happens from.
Exactly. You are
Like a
correct.
back end manager, right?
Yes, yes, the backend manager, the super admin.
Yes.
Super admin. That's true.
Okay, so let's now begin to build our front desk page. Presently, this is what we have. And basically, what did they do in the front office in a flight? This is our own flight application. What we want to achieve in the front office is, I hope I'm good. What we want to achieve in the front office is, mm,
Sorry, sir. I want to ask a question.
yes, I'm with you.
Are we done with the GUI?
GUI of what? We are still working on GUI now. You have to do
You know,
GUI of everything.
I talk about all those desktop